Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I will be showing you how to make Nigerian fufu recipe from the scratch. We are diving into traditional method, and yes, I will also demonstrate how to make cassava fufu without a blender. Stick around for all the tips and tricks to achieve that perfect fufu texture. And so let's get started. I've already cleaned my cassava behind the camera, so I'll go ahead and peel them. So I'll give the cassava a slight cut to remove the peels. And after peeling the cassava and it has become clean, this is how it looks like. I'll go ahead and transfer into a bowl. Then repeat the same process for the remaining ones. And here we have our cassava all peeled. Add some water to it. And next we go ahead and cut them into smaller bits. And after cutting the cassava into smaller size, wash thoroughly and transfer into a clean container. And after adding them to a clean container, add water to it and ensure that everything submerged in the water. Then cover with a lid and allow to rest for about 3 days. And after 3 days, here we have it. So I'll go ahead and strain the water from it. And after straining the water from it, here we have our cassava, which has become very soft. Next, we proceed to sieve it. To do this, add water to a bowl. I'll also be needing a sieve. So I'll start by transferring some of the soft cassava to the sieve. Then squeeze the cassava with my hands. In this way, it separates from the chaff. As you add the cassava to the sieve and squeeze with your hands, ensure to dip the sieve into the water. This makes the process of filtering of the fufu very easy. So after filtering, I added more of the cassava to it and also squeeze with my hands. Please, if this is your first time of seeing my videos, I want to say thank you so much for clicking to watch. Kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that when I upload new videos, you will be notified. And after filtering it, this is the chaff we got from it. So I'll be setting the chaff aside and repeat the same process with the remaining ones. And after filtering all the soaked cassava and separating the chaff from it, this is how our filter fufu looks like. I will be setting it aside and allow to rest for about 3 hours. And after 3 hours, I'll be bringing it back. As you can see, the fufu has settled beneath while the water is up. So I'll go ahead and strain the water from it. And after straining the water from it, here we have it. So I'll go ahead and transfer into a cheesecloth. And after transferring it into a cheesecloth, I'll bring the cheesecloth together to squeeze out the water from it. So I'll go ahead, wrap the cheesecloth together and squeeze out the water from it. And after squeezing the water out from it, I'll transfer into a clean container. And after squeezing out the water from it and transferred into a clean container, here we have our cassava dough. At this point, you can put the cassava dough in the refrigerator and this can last many days at home. But before taking it to the refrigerator, I'll be adding some of it to a cooking pot for our fufu recipe. And after taking the quantity I want for the fufu recipe, cover and take to the refrigerator. And next we proceed with the making of our fufu. So I'll be adding some water to the cassava dough and mix together. I'll make sure it is properly dissolved so that there will be no lumps found in the fufu. So I'll go ahead and dissolve it with a wooden spatula. So after mixing it together, I added more water to it because I don't want my fufu to be too hard. The amount of water you add to your fufu at this stage is so important because it will determine the outcome of your fufu texture, whether it will be hard or soft fufu. And after mixing together and I've gotten my desired consistency, take to the heat and begin to cook. Stir continuously so that there will be no lumps found in it. Cook on a medium heat. So as you continuously stir and cook the fufu, it begins to thicken up. At this stage, you have to stir vigorously so that there will be no lumps found in it. I'd like to make a special shout out to Abudu Aisha from Ghana, Glad Cook Hub, Shaikh Nasrin. I'm glad you all love the recipe. If you want me to give you a special shout out in my next video, kindly comment where you are watching me from. And I also want to make a very big shout out to all my wonderful family out there. Thank you so much for your great support. I appreciate you. God bless you. And here we have our fufu, which is almost ready within 7 minutes. Cassava fufu swallow is a typical Nigerian recipe which is known with several names. Depending on the geographical location, some call it loi loi, fufu, akpu, santana, and much more. I'll be glad to know what you call it in my comment section. And after cooking the fufu, you can see how it looks like. It came out very beautiful. Another thing I like about this fufu is that it came out starchy and there's no lumps in it. And now that our fufu is ready, we go ahead and wrap it in a cling film. So I'll go ahead and cut the fufu, transfer to the cling film and wrap together. And after wrapping it, set aside and repeat the same process with the remaining fufu. This can be enjoyed with any soup of your choice. And now that you have learned how to make fufu without blender, please don't forget to like this video and share with your friends. Thanks so much for spending your precious time with me. See you in my next video. God bless.